الصلاة والسلام عليك يا رسول الله الصلاة والسلام عليك يا حبيب الله Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video we are going to talk about self-transfer flights. Now you may be on the other side of this video watching thinking, what are self-transfer flights? And I kid you not, I didn't know what they were when I booked them. So when I was planning my Umrah trip, for those that are nearest and dearest to me know that I was really struggling to find flights. Alhamdulillah, we managed to get the hotel. Alhamdulillah, we managed to get the visa, like I said in my previous video. But the only issue we were having were with our flights. Clearly, you want to travel in Ramadan, and that as well, the last 10 days of Ramadan, you are going to really struggle with flights unless you've pre-booked them. And with me, again, for those who are nearest and dearest to me know that nothing is ever pre-booked with me. Literally, alhamdulillah, my call comes, my bulava comes to visit Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's house, and I'm literally here 1 minute and gone the next. So this is literally what happened this Ramadan. The intention is always there. If I could get a flight to go tonight, leave this recording and travel, alhamdulillah, I would do it within a heartbeat. But alhamdulillah, my bulava comes and Allah calls me. So we was literally trying to find flights, and we were looking everywhere possible, and I usually go and use several websites, but I couldn't find any flights. The usual ones that we travel on, Etihad, Emirates and Saudi Airlines, none were really coming up as available. But then constantly and kind of recurring theme was the self-transfer flights, and I then looked into them. I inquired as to what these self-transfer flights are, because they are coming up regularly, and then I realized that these self-transfer flights are taking local airline carriers to smaller destinations and then to reach your destination in the end. It could have been a number of flights, but alhamdulillah, we were blessed enough to travel with less kind of flights. So we went from, me and my husband, we traveled from Manchester to Marseille, which is in France, and then from Marseille we traveled into Jeddah, alhamdulillah. So these were local carrier flights that was taking us from one destination to the other. On our way back, it was the same journey. We had a flight from Saudi to Hungary, from Hungary to Manchester. So mashallah, we didn't have any trouble at all. There are obviously pros and cons, but I think the biggest pro is that I was able to go to visit the blessed houses of Makkah and Medina, and that is my biggest pro, because I just wanted to get there regardless of any means, however, just get me there. And mashallah, I didn't feel the journey. There are layovers for a couple of hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 3 hours, but alhamdulillah, if you have a good companion who you can kind of just speak to at the airport, your friend, your husband, your wife, then alhamdulillah, your children, you won't feel the journey at all. The only downfall is you have to pay extra for luggage that you want to kind of book in, and that as well is available only on availability. So as bog standard, you will get given a rucksack. You can put anything you want in your rucksack. There are certain dimensions and measurements for the rucksack, but then that is what you take with you on your flight. And when you reach your destination, you have to kind of, once you disembark from the plane, you have to kind of go through immigration, leave the airport, come back through immigration, do your entry, clearance, everything, entry and exit points, and go through security on each occasion. Whereas if you were to do a layover, say for example if you were to travel with Emirates and you go from Manchester to Dubai, Dubai to Jeddah, then you literally just have, it's kind of like an internal flight. You never have to re-go through security again, you don't have to do immigration again, but that is really the whole difference. But please do not let that put you off. If I compare the traveling that I have done previously to this travel that I did this time around, mashallah, with the self-transfer flights, I would do it again. If it was the only available option for me to take the flight, alhamdulillah, I would do it again. So please do not let it put you off. It's a lot more cheaper, but that's simply because it's local carriers that are taking you to local destinations. But still, because we was going in the peak of Ramadan, the flights wasn't as cheap as it could have been, But if you look off season, then alhamdulillah you are able to find cheaper flights, mashallah. So please do not let self-transfer flights put you off. If it is something that is the only thing that's available, then definitely do take them if it gets you to your destination. If you are able to go, remember me and my family and the entire ummah in your blessed du'as. Up until next week, look after yourself. Allah Hafiz.